let's go ahead and check out our second deck. So this deck, you guys have seen it already. This is the list that we 4-1'd with the other day. Same exact thing, no changes. Still testing out Veil of Summer Ashiok and seeing if I like those in the sideboard. I will link in the description as well the video where we 4-1'd where you can see the deck tech on this. But pretty much same idea. We're playing Living In, we're playing Crashing Footfalls. We're using Electro Dominance and As Foretold this time to cheat those into play for 0 mana. We have some Remains and Force Negation, some Cryptics. Another card that I'm still fiddling around with, not sure where I stand on it, but as of right now, I like it a lot. And then we got our 15 Cyclers here, 4 Curators, 4 Ceradons, 4 Striped Overwinders, 3 Street Race, 19 lands, 2 green sources, 5 fetches to support our Veil of Summers, and the usual other lands in there. Then same sideboard that we've had, couple Angers, couple of Braids, Veil Gust, Dispute, Brazen Borrower, and Ashiok. So let's go ahead and run this one through too. And change decks as much as we want to see another Boros Juke list or league. All right, let's load them up. Load them up, load them up, load them out. Yeah, people have just been getting on here and doing insane so far. Like this started, no time ago, and people already have multiple trophies. It's crazy. Oh, let's change our stuff over here. I apologize for that. Boop. There we go. Got some blue-red Electro, and this hand is not what we want to see. Yeah, definitely don't want our breeding pool in our opening hand. This hand's fine. We have some action with this. Likely going to pitch Street Wraith as we're not looking to go too fast here. And these are better threats to have in the yard. Also, they both pitch to Force. So let's keep this one. I've seen this name before. I don't know what they're on, but I've seen this name before. I don't know if I've played against them before or what, but it rings a bell. Alright, so they're on Amulet. Alright. Sweet. So we get down early and start attacking. And then we have a Force Negation to kind of back up whatever they might be doing and slow them down. Force Negation is mainly looking to hit that. Alright, so we're going to pass here. No reason to... if they have the hotness and they're playing main deck counter magic, then they can do that, other than like the one pact. Another Amulet, so feels bad, but I think we're just going to let this one resolve. I If they have double bounce lands, we're in trouble here. Or if they have a bounce land, we're in trouble here because it will. That means they have Titan mana. So like, we're looking for another force off the top, and we only have one draw at it. Or we're looking at putting a lot of power into play. So I mean, I think we just have to hope that if they have turn 3 Titan, like we're just kind of in trouble. So now it's still bounce land is bad for us. Okay, this is fun. Still not the greatest, but it's fun. Another explorer. Okay, so they're out of lands. That's what it looks like. That or they're holding one in hand. And obviously we're going to need opponent to whiff for a couple turns on Titan, but it is what it is. Karn, okay. I've actually seen a lot of lists running Karn lately. I don't know why. Like Karn's just kind of iffy in my opinion right now. I'm gonna go in engineered explosives. That's brutal. We should have cycled here. I'm an idiot. To try and get force negation, which we're gonna draw right now, because yeah, we do need to dig towards a living end. Ooh, that was good. So we're gonna have this one attack Karn, this one attack them. Go ahead and clear Karn over. And we should be able to force, which currently they don't have the other land for Titan. So they have to find that as well as a Titan. And we do have Summoner's Pact checked. Dryad's fine. That was really good. Puts them off of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and attack, force them to pop this EE, and then we're going to living end. Because they just force them to have it next turn. Because if they don't, we might be able to just kill through that. Yeah, he's trying to blow me up. They're trying. Yep. Oh no. Whatever will we do? Yeah, because I don't think they can. They have to draw the Titan naturally here. Because they can't. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Other than put it on the battlefield. Which, like, it's better. It's almost better in the hand. Yep. Alright. Lot of lethal. Did they draw it? So, like, yeah, they have the mana for Titan. It's just a matter if they drew the Titan. Yeah. And, like, they didn't even have enough to transmute there if they drew, like, a certain land. Alright, so definitely Aether Gust, Ashiok, and wondering about a Braid to hit an early Amulet or to. I think Brazen Borrower just does that job better and also bounces like relevant things like bouncing their Sakura Tribe Elder if they play it, or bouncing a Dryad, something like that. Cryptic is somewhat relevant here at tapping down zombies. We can ditch the Street Wraiths. The Living In plan isn't great as is because of Bog. So I think I'm fine to trim one. And then Remand's fine. Force Negation is okay. Could probably trim one Force. And then As Foretold gets hit by. I mean, so we just kind of have to hold our As Foretold. We can't just play it out. Like, as long as we play As Foretold and we got any value off of it, we're fine. So we just kind of have to hold it. We can't just play it out randomly and hope to get value off of it later. So I think we're going to trim 2 Living Ends here. Force on Amulet and Force for Summoner's Pact are both things that are worth having this card for. I don't know. I think that's just so limited. I think we're gonna trim 2 on the. I think we were gonna keep it on the draw. We'll probably bring it back in on the play. Like, we'll bring the Living In back in on the play. But on the draw to slow them down, I can see it mattering. This hand is interesting. I don't think we can keep this though, sadly. This hand is also interesting. This hand I'll keep. We're gonna bottom the Electro Dominance. It sucks because we want to be aggressive here, but we have a Gust, which is really good, especially against that. We just really need to hit lands here. No bounce land. There's nice. Explore. Please don't play a land. That would be awesome. Never lucky. It's the meaning of it's blue-red, Exo. Blue-red is what UR means. Blue-red. Like Woo. I don't know if you've ever seen Wooburg. Alright. We're on the board. White, blue, black, red, green. Because black and blue both start with a B, they just put blue as a U. Because U is blue. Is you gonna pitch Curator because it flies here? Hmm. I'm gonna be greedy here. Gonna be very greedy. Oh, you're saying why are we playing a blue list instead of playing black, black, red? Uh, Give me 1 second. I'll explain that after I figure out what the heck I want to pitch here. So I mean, we can't cycle this turn. We can cycle it next turn, try and find a land to hold up Gust. So Ashiok's not as good there. Or we can pitch. I think we're just gonna pitch this and hold up Gust in case they have a Titan, and just hope we draw into a land. Land. Well, damn. Oh no, you didn't need no. Yeah, no. Blue stands for blue. Uh, or U stands for blue. Sorry. It's just a good way to Summoner's Pact. That's fine. This is a double time walk here. Put Primeval Titan on top. Land. Damn it. I mean, we're still time walking here. God, we needed that one. That'd have been so sweet. Just go land Ashiok and have Ashiok mill them. Mill their Titan. There's a Ceradon. So here we are, still chilling. Gotta hold up Gust here for this Titan. Can we get lucky? I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's any land in our deck. Any land at all. And we can cast this Ashiok and mill their Titan off the top. Oh, do they have counter magic backup? It's gonna be brutal if they do. But I mean, we've missed this land drop for way too many turns. And they're just representing it, but maybe they have it. Okay, yeah. Why are people? Yeah, I did play against them because I uh, thought the same thing. I was like, why? Why the hell are people playing negate in their list? I don't agree. Uh, I think I like our configuration here because we want more forces because they have Karn. But yeah, I just put blue. I put UR here for blue red because it's kind of takes up a lot of room to put Izzet. Even though that's like the technical right term now. All right, we're on the play. This hand's unkeepable. This hand is keepable. We're gonna need to draw some lands though. I think we actually have to pitch Ashiok too, which sucks. But like we can't keep this as we can't pitch as for told and we can't pitch force negation and we need to find our lands. So it feels bad. Keeping one landers is scary. It's very scary, but at the same time, like if we draw into two lands, our hand is insane and we have stuff to do. So it's not like we have one, two, three, four draws. Or we have three draws before next turn to find a land. And we have interaction too. Land. No, cannot cast it. Tilt. Again though, like we have so much business here. We just have to draw an actual land. Thank you. Represents literal nothing, but it works. Would love for them to not have a super explosive turn here, but I figure... Wow. What did they keep? So like, yeah, we have Remand live here, which I'm assuming they have a Karn. It's the only thing I can think. Do I want to remand this? I think I do, because they're not doing anything too crazy after this. If I remand it. Yeah, they can play it again here. This is fine. No land? Boros. So the fact that they drew Boros and Slayers is actually kind of nice for us, because this is like two of the lands I definitely don't want to draw. They can cast the Titan next turn. Oh my gosh. So now we have to just fire these off. Land, please. Oh my Jesus. This is absolutely nuts. Yeah, like I mean, we've drawn 16 cards. Like having two cards in the top fourth of our deck, or two lands in the top fourth of our deck is quite wild. I think we want to keep both of these. We want to keep this. Sadly, I think it's Ashiok again, but maybe We can hold out hope for Ashiok. Uh, I want to keep the Electro Dominance just because it's guaranteed. I guess it's probably the Gust, actually, because Gust is probably the last thing we're doing here until next turn. Yeah, it feels so bad to like draw our good cards and then have to pitch them because we can't hit lands. Yep, that's a good one. That is a good one. Get you some zombies. Yep, Bogus. Which is really good. So Living End is dead. This card sucks. Now. So I think I'm just gonna put this Curator of Mysteries in the graveyard. And our plan here, we got a plan. We are gonna let opponent do whatever they feel like they need to do. Yep. And they're gonna attack and they're gonna get some triggers. Actually, when they move to combat, I'm pretty sure we're gonna Living End. Oh. So this will kill all their stuff. I really do not want to lose to. If they resolve another Titan, we're probably just dead. I really don't want to lose to another counterspell, so I'm not pitching force to the other forest, so that we have this in case we have to. But all right. Yep. This flies though, so we can race here. Jesus. How have we not drawn any lands? All we have to do is draw the third land. So like everything here is a pretty good draw for them because like land they get to 6 us because they can haste the zombie. Obviously Titan's good. That's good. This Cryptic's never getting cast. We're putting up a fight on 2 lands, I will say. Yep, make a zombie, haste it, 6 us. That's kind of brutal. Like, we can so outrace them, though, if we can just get a land. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, all that is good in this world. Before they flood the board, absolutely. Because now they can't haste, necessarily. Like, they can't haste the next zombie they play. We still have to fade them drawing a Titan, but, like we need them to draw, bad cards. I just get another Titan. Jesus. That's fun. We can survive this attack. So, opponent's gonna make the most amount of zombies that they can. I do not think we can get out of this one, but we'll see. What land did they bounce? Oh, they bounced back the other Teleria West. We're gonna transmute for what? Just a Summoner's Pact, I'm sure. EE. Yeah. Haste here. Yep. Block here and block here. Like, Cryptic would have been close to being able to win it for us there if we would have ever drawn lands. But, yeah. Concede. That one's unfortunate. We definitely got screwed by the lands there. It's just a two-land deck. Piers, like, it is. Like, yeah, we drew so many cards and we had them for so many turns where we could have won that, and we just did not draw it. Yeah, I mean, and that's the danger of keeping the one-landers, but, at any point, if we drew that land, uh, for about 4 or 5 turns, we just win the game, pretty much. We just run away with it. And then, they just have, like, time to, cast a Titan and answer our stuff. And then we answer that Titan even, and then they cast another Titan, and like the fact, and then they drew the other Titan too, right off the top, which was really good. Meanwhile, we're stuck over here with 2 lands to their like 8. Now that's fine though. That happens. You can't be too mad at the uh, times you keep a 1 lander, but definitely is frustrating that like we had gut all of our like random sideboard cards we brought in, like we kept drawing them and just like Ashiok we could never cast. We had so many turns where we could cast Ashiok, or like if we could cast Ashiok, we probably just locked the game down pretty good, or that forced them to play a Titan with no actual stuff. This hand's trash. This is better. Still not great, but it's better. Gonna put a living into the bottom. I don't need 2 unless we're getting discarded, in which case. Oh, this is the pin sword. I bet he was. This is Jacob Kaminsky. So Jacob, last I saw, he's either on Blue Moon or he's on Mono Red. That's mainly what he plays. Or on Blue Red Prowess. I actually think our Prowess matchup is quite good. Because we drew this, I think I'm just going to fetch here and try and keep our life total high. I'm going to end up cycling the Street Wraith, sadly, though. This is interesting. Sleight of hand. Let's get an island. So we have Remand up here. We also have the ability to cycle both of these and then as foretold next turn. So they look like they're stuck on lands. I'm fine with Swiss Spear coming down. Taking 1 damage. Gut shot, sure. Oh, that took a turn for the worst. Oh my god, are you joking me? Are we just dead? Are they going to have the 4th one? That's insane. Did not realize this thing was going to deal me 4 damage. We have to shock this in next turn too, unless we find something. So let's just go blue. So brutal. Can't even cycle the Street Wraith to get some extra value. Unless we draw a different land here. I mean, we're probably dead here, but we have to just try. We have a force to buy us a turn. And they're on 1 land, so... This is lethal here. If we can survive a turn, we have a force. So no second land. Whew. Whew, how do we get out of that one? That was close. All right, so the pin sword on the stuffs over here. So we have a lot of good stuff against this deck usually. Brazen and Gust matter a lot. I think we're just gonna. So we definitely don't want Street Wraith, obviously, as you saw there. Cryptics aren't as good. We can probably trim down on the living end plan, as I expect some number of Tormod scripts or surgicals or something to come in. Remand is never been great in this matchup, though it does have its moments. So yeah, it's probably trim Remand. I like this. This hand's not great. I think we're gonna pitch it. This hand's much better. Answers, Electro Dominance. Half the time, Electro Dominance is probably gonna be our answer too. Yep. One yourself, one me. Got it. We don't have anything to do here, so we're just going to play this tapped, save our life total. Blue-red prowess. Slight. Probably looking for lands here. Found one. Would force this if I could, but we sadly do not have the option. Two lands there is nice to see, so they only really drew one card. Alright. Okay. Definitely going to kill the Spry Dragon. It's just a matter. I think I want to kill, like, block the Swift Spear. If they have 4 spells to fire off, then they're, well, I guess what they need 3 spells. If they have 3 spells to fire off here, we're going to be in a pretty bad situation anyway. With the Sprite Dragon. I guess we can just go ahead and kill the Sprite Dragon now and wait a turn. But I guess also if they just have 3 spells, we get super blown out by this. Nope, and they conceded. Yeah, we were gonna block here. Probably double block actually. Force the trade for sure, if not more. And they just disconnected. So it looks like we made them tilt a little bit. And then I was planning to untap, kill the Sprite Dragon. What were we gonna draw? Drew another Footfalls. So yeah, we'll probably untap, kill the player land tap to kill the Sprite Dragon, and then attack. So won that one 2-0. Actually excited. I'm actually putting this deck together in paper now, so I can play it. Should have all my stuff here sometime next week. I'm hoping. This week is pre-release, so I'm excited about that. Excited about some of the new M21 cards, seeing what they can do. Excited to go play in some pre-release sealed events. I always love playing in the sealed. We are 1-1. Look, they already have the little thing of the inseparable cat dog. Good old cat dog. Lost the die roll. I mean, yeah, we're doing what we want to do. Got some tempo going. Got a Ceradon. Yeah, I'm down. I support it. Seal of Fire. Want some Luris Burn here? So yeah, we're going to lead on Spire Bluff Canal. Nothing too crazy. Spike us. Seal us. I was really hoping I didn't have a land there. That's brutal. See, this is why this card should not be a thing. 100%, this is the reason that this card should not be a thing. I almost think we're forced into just killing this and putting a 6/4 in play. And hoping that that's good enough. This is just a 6/6 attacker. Yeah. Let's switch. There's a good chance they can probably even kill our Ceradon. Rift Bolt enters the exile zone. That's fine. No reason to play As Foretold here, so we're just going to hold up Remand, which is what we're going to put on this Rift Bolt. If it targets Ceradon. I think we're fine if it doesn't. It's targeting us. I think we're fine here. Rift Bolt's also really good with that card. Yeah, see, this card was... It's okay, but this card was a mistake. Because you just go turn 1 Rift Bolt, turn 2, you know, play any burn spell that matters, play this thing, and you just have a turn 2 6/6 Trampler. Like, that's living in stuff. They don't get to have 6/6s on turn 2. That's our thing. So I'm gonna feel really bad if they have triple burn spell. But I have I think I want to shock this in for double remand. If they fetch here, it's going to make it awkward for them. Yeah, like this we can go ahead and remand here. Would love to draw a Force Negation. Not a Street Wraith. So Spear's fine. Would love to draw a Electro Dominance here off the top. Didn't attack, which is interesting. That was a good draw. I don't really care about Silifire that much. It's just a shock. So now on their upkeep, we're going to Electro Dominance them with 2 counterspell backups. JK, now we're just going to do it now. Actually, sure, this is fine. Damn it. So now we just want to fire this off. Red, red, blue. Hit them for 1. Burrow Charm deal 4 to us. We can remand this. Yeah. Alright. Same as the last game. We want Gus so that we can put that big trample dude back. Borrower. I didn't see any other small creatures, so I don't know about a Braid yet, but I guess they have Swiss Pierce, so yeah, Braid's fine. Same as last time, we're cutting these. And probably cutting a remand. And yeah. Even if they bring in some graveyard hate, I'm fine. To leave in Living End as a one-time Wrath. Also, I don't think keeping in Remand or Cryptic over, especially like on the draw, Remand's way worse. Because their whole thing is they're gonna try and turn to the stupid thing that shouldn't be a legal card in Modern, but like I hate that people just get to do that. Like, oh, I'm playing this aggressive deck, and now I just get like a super free 6/6 trampler and play like because I played burn spells. I mean, sure, this is all we want to do. Keep. Sure. I will take one. So I was going to lead on Misty there if we didn't have the Ceradon, but now that we have something to use our mana for, I would like to use it. With the Misty, though, I was probably going to get a tap Steam Vents. Yeah, rest in peace is fun. Yeah, rest in peace is totally fun. I don't care. See, this is the reason. Like, we just already have this plan in our deck to just go, oh, well, Crashing Football's you. Nice. Goblin Guide. Okay. Also nice. Rift Bolt there. This kind of negates their attacks being worth a crap. I'm assuming Rift Bolt's going to go at our face, but if it goes at one of their Rhinos, we'll probably just counter it. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good one to hit. Skewer. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Double block here. That's fine. I'm fine to trade a Rhino for, you know, the ability to live. I don't know why they didn't attack with the Goblin Guide. Go ahead and attack here just because we have the Gust and we have a Remand. We got to start getting some beats in sometime. We're going to need to draw into some stuff. It's an Aether Gust. Let's just gust that. Put Scobbling out on the bottom. Sweet. Let's Remand Eidolon. Draw Gust. Sweet. Alright, so we should have this one pretty locked down. We don't even have to use this Fiery Izzet. Oh, and they just conceded that. Let's go. 2-0 and burn with big dude in it. We were on the draw that game. Definitely some interesting games there where you get to see the way that this deck can play. I've always, I don't know if it's just me or because like how I play or how I've built the deck, but I feel like our burn matchup is absolutely bonkers good. Uh, I don't think I've ever lost any of the burn prowess decks because we surprise them. They don't know what we're on game one, so it's a lot of time it's a free thing because you just come down, wipe their early board of creatures, don't take too much damage, because they're building a board of creatures. Like the ones you lose on is when your opponent's like just jamming uh, spell. Like they just have like one Swift Spear and a bunch of spells. But if they ever have like the double uh, hand, that's gross. But if they ever have like the double creature hand or anything like that, it's normally pretty good. Eidolon's also pretty good against us if we haven't put our stuff down yet. Definitely gonna mulligan this one. I don't like this hand either, but we're doing something. Like, I mean, this card's kind of dead until you can actually have enough mana to cast it, so we're really just cycling these, trying to find lands. And we don't really have a ton of action. I think I'm going to mull a 5. This hand's not good. I'm going to keep the Izzet because in case we flood, and then let's ditch the Cryptic. Yeah, this hand's very, very bad. But we do have guaranteed lands, so as long as we can draw into some good stuff. Skirt Prospector, okay. This card, we bottomed you. Let's just lead on this. We need to hit some runner cyclers here. Into something that we can cast with this Electro Dominance. So this looks like the new Goblins deck. That is not what we wanted to draw at all. This looks like the Snoop Goblins deck. You aren't doing a whole lot so far. Okay. We might have hope yet. Alright. Now we just need some actual things to do. So I'm going to play this here, and unless they force me to react for some reason, I'm just going to sack the Islet so I can draw a card. And hopefully draw into a Cycler. Munitions Expert, that's okay. Damage target creature or planeswalker, yeah. 1/1 beatdowns. Commence. How much do I care about Vile? It's like one of the only spells in their deck that this is actually going to do anything against. And they're stuck on mana, so yeah. Let's just go ahead and hit it. Cycler. Where are all my cyclers? Like, if you just give me like 2. Yep. I'm going to remand absolutely anything at this point if they try to play it. Especially now that they did that, and that's actually a good hit. So this is actually pretty good. We might be able to get a little aggressive here. We're going to go with them. Matron here, yeah. We can get some pretty good beats here, for sure, though. And any cyclers we draw are great. Remand's a good draw. Yeah, they just had a slow enough start that we were able to actually like gain some ground, and I think hitting that Aether Vial was really good. Because if not, they'd have a lot of action this turn. War Chief. Oh. And I just conceded that. Alrighty, so Aether Gust probably pretty good against goblins. Borrower seems fine. I like a Braid. I like Anger. Maybe Borrower doesn't matter too much because Remand's actually pretty. Actually, Remand's really bad against them because they usually have Cavern. So Remand's not very good, and Force Negation's not very good. Cryptic's also not very good. I don't know what kind of graveyard hate they have. So I think I'm actually going to leave in 2 Force Negations on the draw to hit Aether Vials. I'm going to shave down on 1 Street Wraith. But we have a lot of stuff to answer their like early aggressive draws and slow them down so that we can find our stuff. And I feel pretty good about. Like this deck. I feel really good about our aggressive matchups all the time. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to be doing. What I say, chat. It's also good because we won with the Crashing Footballs plan, so opponent has no clue that we're actually on Living End. We never actually cycled any cards, so. Snoop. Snoop, there it is. So we actually do have interaction here, which is pretty nice. Because we can just Living End if they try to go for the combo. Currently, they can't Thoughtseize us either, so that Thoughtseize is dead. Aether Vial is totally fine. Ooh. Let's go with the concede. They didn't want none. Rhinos confirmed better than goblins. Rhino tribal confirmed better than goblins. I love it. Oh god, there's nothing that gets me more hype than just winning with some rhinos. Rhino combat trick. Give us a better siege rhino that is in blue red, please. Give us a 2020 power level blue red siege rhino. I mean, yeah, this is fine. Through discard too. It kind of sucks because then these cards kind of do nothing until we draw something to do with them. But I think this is fine. Gonna update our record to 3-1. I don't think I can pitch this. I like as bad as like it could be if we just don't draw a whole lot of stuff. Oh, this is not good. Uh, this is Neo Brand. I really don't want to play against Neo Brand if I don't have to. That is not a good draw against Neo Brand. That was Neo Brand. They don't have it though right now. Force negation. Okay, so this is actually not the worst. We now have the ability to kill their Gristlebrand. Okay, so now we can go ahead and Electro Dominance, tiring ourselves. Cast Footfalls. Untap on our turn. Play this. And now to start attacking. Yeah, I would love to draw some Cyclers so that we don't just lose these Rhinos to our own spell that stops us from losing. Rhinos or Force Negation would be great. Manamorphosing here, looking to draw cards. Sweet. Alright, we got there. Gust is good here. Dispute is good here. Brazen is good here. Cryptic is never going to get cast. Force Negation is an all-star. Remand is solid. I think we're just cutting Street Wraiths. Actually, we might want Street Wraith in this and actually cut Curator. Okay, actually, so I talked myself out of that because I'm going to trim one Aspertol just because. Actually, I don't know why. I'm going to trim Street Wraith because it doesn't pitch to Force Negation. Even though it does let us have a more aggressive early living end. So we brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue cards. So I think it's fine to cut one and as for told. It's just the slowest way to do things. God, but we want them. I don't know. I really don't know what this last cut should be. Maybe it is Living End? living in because it doesn't pitch to force. I can see that because we just really want like force pitch usually is good enough to just win this game. Maybe you have force pitch plus one other interaction. I think we had to look for force here. This still, if they don't have the turn two, they kept 7. Yeah, we'll just keep this. Keep this barely playable hand with 1 land and the ability to double force pitch. Ha! We did it. Mulligan to your forces. Get there. 4-1, baby. Let's go. Double 4-1s tonight. Both of our list would get the 4-1 here. Let's go. All 2-0s across the board, too, other than that Amulet matchup, which we should have won. So, I mean, that's. We should have had a 5-0 if we would have not skipped on lands, but that's awesome, you know? Neo Brand. We were on the draw on that one too, which is actually pretty impressive. Sweet. So heck yeah, I mean getting another 4-1 there with this list, list feels really good. I mean, I really like our sideboard plan. I like the Ashioks and the Veils. I think the only cards that I'm really not sold on totally is going to be the excuse me, 2 Veil of Summers in the sideboard and the 2 Ashioks. But Ashiok, have the hiccups. Ashiok seems to do a really good job of doing what we want it to do, which is like coming in against graveyard strategies and getting rid of their graveyard so that we can use our living ends. And on top of that, I think Veil just kind of comes in the same spots that like Guttural Response in the other deck came in, and I think that Guttural Response is going to be a card that here it's just not as good as Veil would, because Veil basically does the same thing, but it also is going to protect us from a little bit of discard early on. Obviously, we only have 2 copies, so it's not like a huge thing that's going to protect us from discard, but it's going to be some games where it's protected like a Rhino from a Fatal Push or a Maelstrom Pulse or something like that. So I think the card's worthy of having in there. Definitely open to some suggestions though, but we 100% have the aggressive red deck. I think like, and that's one thing I will say about this deck. If you have a meta full of aggressive red decks, I think that this deck is very, very well positioned against the aggressive red decks. Being able to living end on their turn in combat, get rid of 2 or 3 of their threats, bring in 2 or 3 of your own, is very, very powerful. Being able to put Crashing Footfalls into play, or the 2 Rhinos from Crashing Footfalls into play, and block their 2 threats and trade, or even like trade with one of them to slow down the bleeding on your side and put them way behind because they've already expended a lot of cards into making that 1 mana 1/2 prowess creature into something that's big enough to battle with a Rhino. And then Remand felt fine. I think this card just kind of is good because it bridges the gap and draws us towards what we want to do. We saw the other day we actually remanded into a Force of Negation that won us the game. So I think Remand is like the most medium card in the deck, but because we're digging towards our combo and we want to tempo people out, a lot of times it's just good enough. Especially like put down early rhinos on 2 on your opponent's instep, and then you untap, and they're just like, oh, well, play this 3 mana spell like a Teferi to bounce it, and you just get to remand that and attack for 8 again. That's a fast clock when you're playing the tempo game. Yeah, I've really liked everything in this list. Our mana base felt pretty good. I haven't really had any problems with it, other than not drawing enough lands, which happens. Kept a 1-lander, really unlucky. Uh, but yeah, deck list feels good. Thanks you guys for hanging out. For those of you who hung out through the whole stream, thank you. Great living in stream. Both of our videos will be posted on the YouTube channel, so check out that channel. That channel is So Cheesy to Great, just like it is above my head. You can also check me out on Twitter. Same as up here. That is my @ You can check us out there. We talk about all kinds of different stuff in the Magic community, post deck lists, some fun screenshots from my times playing. Let's go ahead and update our record there, 4-1. And we that will also let you know whenever I go live. So make sure you check that out. Also appreciate any follows there. You can ask me questions, anything you got. Like I said, these will be on YouTube, and sometimes I post the links to the YouTube videos on the Twitter as well, depending on what I think you guys might like. Thank you again to our followers today that we got. We got Felipe Tavares earlier before the stream, as well as Oh Hi There Friend, and then Ellie Ryuk joined at the beginning of the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Probably trying some more of our fun living in shenanigans. And don't forget, stay cheesy.